Hello everyone, and welcome to a short buyer's guide to Terra Invicta, the new space grand strategy game from Pavonis Interactive and Hooded Horse. And I want to go with you over this game quickly. So the base start of the game, you are choosing one of 7 factions, as aliens have been seen in our solar system, and these are all asymmetrical. And depending on which faction you choose, the goals of your game will be different. But the base gameplay is somewhat similar, and I would explain it as a mix of X-Com agent management, meeting paradox level grand strategy, meeting homeworld kinda space combat in the end. And at the beginning of the game, the world is the world we know in 2020, and you recruit agents like, for example, my lib browser down here, and these have different abilities and different stats that you over time will boost up. For example, this one is a relatively high level agent by now, and these do then use from turn to turn, as this game is somewhat between turn-based and real time, to use their abilities like an XCOM. And these are then based on percentages, giving you dice rolls each turn to the next turn. And then you might get successful in, for example, taking over parts of Europe or killing off an enemy agent and stealing their stuff. But you're mostly not doing active combat with these. The active combat and the active resource gathering is the paradox part of this game, and that you do by taking control over nations for a while. They are never fully yours. They can always be taken away, control over them, via these control points. Some bigger nations have more control points than smaller nations, like Algeria only has 2. The European Union state here has 5. And they have armies, they have resources that they give you then to your organization, and these you use to fight wars, to expand into space, and to get more and more things unlocked in the solar system. And as you go away from Earth, and you can just scroll out here, you then go first to Moon and into the Earth orbit, and there you start to build space stations. And space stations you use to gather more resources, and these you can build more and more out, and with these you will gain more resources. You will also get more into contact with aliens, with other factions. You can send out later your agents out to space as well for doing sabotages, blowing up space stations, and so on. But also, more importantly, for the last pillar of this game, you build space fleets. You design ships, and you go into building these fleets that then fly around in the solar system as well, and you design ships that do fighting for you as well, as you can use this ship designer for a lot of different things to build your own spaceships, and these do then use for battle. And in the space battles you then use RTS controls to fight off enemy battleships. The controls are relatively complicated, where you control in 3D space, and you can build a lot of different ships in the ship designer that have a lot of different roles to get your perfect fleet together, and then fight the aliens or other human species in epic space battles. And this is another great unique feature of this game. So let's come to the pros and cons. As in my eyes, the game is one of the most unique strategy games I've ever played, and it combines a lot of ambitious projects together into one. Like the space battle on their own would be a game, the grand strategy on their own would be a game. Together, it's one really amazing game. It's highly detailed, with world GDP, climate change, and other features being in. It's simple base interaction with the XCOM style classes of agents that do most of your work. And it's moddable with already a good amount of mods out there. But the UI is still clunky, especially in battles, but also outside of it you sometimes have issues finding things. And it can have its downtimes. So if you're someone who always needs action, always needs something to happen on, it might have too many lengths in its gameplay, as well as one playthrough can take up to 50 hours or so. So not the shortest of games out there. With that said, I hope I was helpful to you in deciding if you want to buy this game or not. And I hope to see you in the next game, as I will bring out more videos and guides for this game in the future for sure. So like, share and subscribe. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye.